Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Walk With Me. Walk With Me is a new series where you get to walk to work with me and we get to chit chat about everything that's been going on, things I've been thinking about, pondering about, all sorts of stuff. So let's get into it. So this week hasn't been overly exciting. Not much has been going on. I've just still been trying to catch up on my editing, been working a lot, nothing too exciting. Still haven't made the move over to the new store I'll be at, so on the way to the train for another week or so. So one of the things I think I am going to miss about not commuting as far is not keeping up as well with my podcast. It's one of my favorite things to do when I'm on the train. I'll put in a podcast and then I can catch up on emails, respond to comments, all sorts of stuff. Well, I get to learn. And speaking of that, I'll give you a few recommendations for podcasts that I like. My all-time favorite podcast is Stuff You Should Know. If you've never listened to that before, definitely do that. Stuff You Should Know is incredible. They put out 2 episodes per week and they just talk about random things and how they work. So they'll do one on how cinnamon works, or how the Great Wall of China works, or topics that don't necessarily seem like they have their own they should have their own show, but they do. Any podcast that gets me up and learning, I think it's very important to always be learning. You always want to be progressing mentally and physically, trying to be the best self that you can. But so Stuff You Should Know is probably my favorite podcast. Another one that I really, really love is the Tim Ferriss Show. I don't know if any of you guys know who he is, but he wrote The 4-Hour Workweek and The 4-Hour Body. His podcast, he takes people who are at the top of their field, or the best at what they do, and tries to deconstruct their routines and habits and how they work. And it's all about finding the similarities to successful people in any field. That's where I feel like I learn a lot of the things that make me more productive. I've picked up from people that Tim Ferriss has interviewed on his show. Most of the interviews are a little more business focused and productivity focused. So if you're on a business or are interested in that sort of stuff, definitely check that one out. But Stuff You Should Know and the Tim Ferriss Show are both amazing. I recently just started listening to a new one called Food Stuff, and it's kind of like Stuff You Should Know, except just about food topics. It has been nice having that little bit of quiet time to listen and catch up every day. And other news, I just ordered some LED lights for the channel, specifically for any of the videos I film inside. I've been doing a few more cooking videos lately and a few other things, so I really wanted to get some lights. I think things like investing in a microphone or investing in a better lighting system are gonna have just as big of an impact as a new camera, if not more of an impact. I just want to be making the best videos I can. Each week I'm really trying to get better and I'm trying to progress, and I'm learning more about videography and I'm learning more about photography, and it's been fun learning about and getting into the hobby of filmmaking and shooting video. So keep an eye out for some new videos that will hopefully look significantly better. Lighting and audio and all that sort of stuff has a big impact. The last few cooking videos I've edited, I have a tough time distinguishing the footage from the G7X and my iPhone. So I use my iPhone as a B camera because that's the only B camera I have. And how I've been liking shooting the recipe videos, I like having the 2 simultaneous cameras so I can switch back and forth in the editing, and it's a lot easier that way because I actually need to cook when I'm making those videos, so that gives me a little bit of flexibility with making a better video, so I can actually do the steps in the cooking without having to take these long breaks setting up the camera and all that sort of stuff. So it's really not the camera that's going to produce the quality. It's lighting and audio and framing, and that's what I'm learning. The camera matters and it's helpful, but it's a percentage of the production. I think people put all of the stock and all the importance on getting the best camera. So that's enough about that. I'm just very excited to get these new lights. It was a big purchase. The lights were as big of an investment as my camera was when I first started this, so I'm hoping the quality matches the investment. Really not too much else going on this week. I'm just working a bunch. Hopefully I'll be in that new store soon, not having to commute. But leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite podcast is. Always looking for more. Yeah, so make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I put these out every week. But until next time, I will talk to you all later. Have a good one.